this works
Hey,
here.
hey, let's see if this worked. We tried. Anybody out there?
Let's
If
see.
you
Let's
are,
see.
if you are, let me see some
Tanya, really quick. I know we're live. Where would the
yes.
link? Where would it show up for folks so we can direct them where to go? Would it be on my page, your page, both of our pages, on your DY
If
page?
you only if you share the link, it be on your page. So it should be in the actual meeting invite where people actually registered.
Okay.
Um, so I do see two people are on now. So people are literally watching now. So that's the good news.
Woohoo!
Who knows this whole technology stuff. Hey, if we know how to fix it, maybe we can become billionaires. Like I don't know. We'll see.
Right. But you know what?
Yeah, we're gonna keep
I,
it pushing. Rewind. We're just gonna rewind and start over because I see some people watching us now. I do apologize. We had a great test run. I had been having some technical issues on my end where I had to like cut my camera off and on, which could have, who knows, Kia, that could have maybe caused. Yeah,
sure.
I don't know. I don't know. So
We're
you
gonna
all will
chalk it
see
up
me.
as we're just gonna chalk it up and keep
We're
it
just gonna
moving,
chop it up
right?
as what it is. So you all may see me choppy and block like you do now, but Kia is gonna keep it pushing because this is what she does. She's a very professional woman, and so if I freeze up, don't worry about it. My face might look crazy, but she's gonna keep on going. So let's start this over. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining the conversation, collaboration over competition, where we have the beautiful and amazing Kia VanWright Ford as our guest today. Kia is no stranger to Design with a Purpose. She supports this movement and organization, just as if it was her own. I hope I don't cry through this because
You
two
start.
people before her, two guests, they know her as well, and they brought her up, and it's just like I get emotional, like, oh my, I can't even put into words how much Kia lives up to the word collaboration. She does not mind sharing with others what you do, who you are, your business. It's like it gives her joy, and I'm that same way. It's like, why not share what our sisters are doing with each other? That's called support doesn't always mean monetary, right? It means sharing, it means referrals, it means calling your sister up, texting her, checking on her, making sure she's good, praying for her, right? All of those things are called support. So we're going to rewind, start over. Thank you for not giving up on us this morning. It's called technology, and it is what it is. I wish I could fix it and change it. So I want to go ahead and introduce Kia really quickly. Kia has over 20 years of business and financial management experience with a focus in business and program development, operations, project management, and employee development. Throughout her career, Kia has been a respected speaker, board member, and mentor to many, and is known for her innovative and driven results in the social impact space, where she is a vocal advocate and leader for women's equality in the workplace. I absolutely love that. Kia is the CEO of Always Apparel, an apparel printing and distribution company which provides quality printing and designs to individuals, small and large businesses. Welcome, 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 Kia. So I'm frozen up again. So hopefully by the time it opens back up, you'll see my shirt. But this T-shirt, Designed with a Purpose, this is my logo. And I reached out to Kia a few years ago, and I was like, hey, can you create this for me? Like, I want some bling on it and all that great stuff. And this is the result of what she does. So thank you again, Kia. Do you want to say any words to everyone before we get
I
started?
would say just good morning. Good morning. I know we're reaching the 12 o'clock hour. We had to do a quick rewind, but just like in sheer form of what women do, we snap back. We're resilient. We know how to fix a problem, solution it, and get it done. So thank you, Tanya, for having me on this morning. It is an honor and a privilege to sit with you to have this conversation about collaboration. You are my sister in collaboration. We do so many things and many projects together, and I'm just so blessed and honored to be with you this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. And thank you everyone for the comments. I do see the comments coming in. I do see that we have people watching. Unfortunately, I just don't know who you are that's commenting, but I want to thank you so much for commenting and just supporting us. And I do apologize again about the technical things this morning. But we're going to keep on going, and we might go over this 12 o'clock because we are approaching it. I think we probably started with 11:45 ish.
Yeah,
So let's
yeah,
say about
yeah,
12,
yeah.
15 ish,
Sure.
we'll try to wrap it up because I know this is a Saturday and everyone wants to get back. So I've been asking all of my guests this year, what is your theme song for 2022 and why?
So for me, it's a really old, it's an older song. And for those who know me, know I love Mary J. Blige. It's actually me and my bestie, Latoya Chambers' favorite song is "I'm Fine." And so there's a line in it that I love so much is I like what I see when I see myself walking across the mirror, right? And it just fits so perfectly about how I feel about myself right now. I feel that I'm truly walking in God's purpose. I just feel that energy that I have from my support group, such as you, Tanya, and it just feels fine. I feel really, really good about what life looks like right now and where it's headed. So that's the perfect song. So I'm walking across the mirror, looking at myself, and I'm feeling really, really fine.
Awesome. Awesome. I love that song too. Um, and I know Latoya, everyone. So listen, when that song come on, this chick is trying to hit the dance floor
Right,
and
right,
she in the
right,
house and
right.
everything else. But it's. I do see where you're coming from with that song. It's a great, empowering song. I think of confidence when I hear that, not arrogance. That we are loving the skin that we're in. We are comfortable with who we are.
And that's what's
It
up.
takes us a while to get there sometimes
It
as just
does.
human beings,
It
but
does.
it sometimes takes us a while. So thanks for sharing that. On to the
Absolutely.
next question. What are some examples of a competitive situation you've been in before? If you can share that with us.
Sure. So I saw the your show a couple weeks ago, and I know your story with Dom, and you guys shared a story that you had in a more corporate environment. And so I'm going to take a more untraditional route. And for me, I'm my own competitor, right? I feel like, so I'm super competitive. I've been an athlete since I was 7 years old and have run at the collegiate level. And so for me, it's always that key. How can you win? How can you improve yourself? And so there's always this drive with me to really just look at things. And sometimes it's a good and a bad thing, right? And I'll speak very briefly on how it can hinder me. Is because I'm so hard on myself and I don't give myself the patience and the grace to get into those positions, or at least get into those moments where I feel like everything's okay. So again, I feel like for me, it's like I'm my own competitive. I can always get in my own way. I feel like I beat myself up sometimes, and I think we all do, right? But it's like, where do we give ourselves the grace to grow, give ourselves the grace to just be proud of ourselves? So I would say, just to answer your question, I'm my own competitor. And there have been moments and working in corporate America, and working in different organizations where I saw those lines of competitiveness, because folks will put their, I will say, insecurities on you. And so I always had to
Mhm.
look at myself and say, okay, was it that I need to do for myself to get over that? Because sometimes people, out of fear, will put those insecurities on you because they're sometimes afraid to do things. So
Yeah.
again, I'm my own competitor, but I have that competitive spirit just to be, a really good person and to really just excel at the things I say I'm going to put my mind to.
Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful. I love it. I love it. You're still with me, right? Everyone can
Yeah,
still
I
hear
can
me.
hear you. You're
I have no
frozen,
clue why I'm
but I
still
can hear
frozen.
you. Yeah.
But
So
this, I don't know. I might move forward with something different because this is the second time in a row. So we shall see.
okay.
But the next question, and thank you so much for sharing that. And again, I love what you said about give yourself grace. I was told that a few years ago on a job, and same thing, just working, trying to prove myself. That's the best
Right.
way I can
Right.
say it. And I learned from that. But one of the things that I was told was, Tanya, it's okay. Give yourself grace. And that has stuck with me. And that was in 2020. And I haven't let that go. That's something I live by.
Good.
And in the process of getting something made up to go on my wall that I can see every day to remind me to give myself grace. Because we are hard. We are the hardest on ourselves, especially that when that mind gets going, telling you what you can't do.
Right. Right.
So I
And the thing
appreciate you
about it,
sharing that.
yeah, and the thing about Tanya is that we're all just trying to figure this out, right? There's no manual that says this is how to be a woman. There's no manual to say this is how to be a mom. There's no manual to say this is how to be a parent or a friend or a business
Yeah.
owner. We're all just really trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
So again, just give yourself the grace to say, you know what, girl, you're doing it. You're really doing it.
Yes. Amen. And I love that. One of the things I tell my daughters is that, I do the best, like as parents, we do the best
We do.
what we have at the time. It things change so often. The world changes so quickly. You just do the best of what you have at the time. That's all you can really do. Um, so I love the example that you gave. Can you elaborate a little bit more on how you overcame that or how you deal with that currently?
Sure. So for me, again, it's not, I don't give myself enough grace. And so I will say I am a work in progress. I believe all of us that are on this call or whoever's out there watching us, I would say give yourself the grace from day to day, minute by minute, hour by hour, just to take the time. I know it's a cliche saying to say, take a step back and smell the roses, but it's so true because we get caught up in the day to day bustle. Got to do this, got to be here, got to take the kids here, got to put this marketing plan out, got to make sure I do this, that we never really sit back and say, what are those things that I'm proud of? What are those things that I'm most, um, proud of in going forward? And then give yourself some time to rest. And I know you and I, we talk about it all the time because we're just so, much of a mover and shaker, is that we
Yeah,
never really sit down and say, what is this time to rest your body? So for
yeah,
me, it's giving myself grace, patting myself on the back as much as possible to keep myself going, but also to just rest my body and listening to it when I need to, because it will shut down
yeah.
on you if you don't do
Won't
that.
it? Won't it shut down on you? And
Absolutely.
I do agree with that. It's like that's how a lot of us get sick, because we're otherwise healthy people. But your body
Absolutely.
will find its way to rest, and it will shut down on you. So it's very important, mentally and physically, to give your mind and
Yes,
body
ma'am.
rest. Amen to that. So, what inspires you as a woman?
Oh man, so that is, wow. So a woman, for me, we're so dynamic. We have so many different layers to ourselves. Again, we're strong, we're soft, we're compassionate, we're supportive, we're nurturing, we're smart, we're intelligent, we're givers by nature. And so just going through those ebb and flows of what a woman is and what we're made of just makes me, like, inspires me every day, because I don't have to be one way all the time. I could be soft one day, I could be nurturing the next day, or I could be both at the same time. And so
Yeah,
for me, it's just the dynamic of being a woman that just wakes me up every day, and to
yeah,
see other women doing their thing, doing, in their own houses, in their homes, in their own positions, that just
right.
inspires me to say, you know what? It doesn't get any better than this. So, but I also will say I have a really, really great support system of women in my circle since the time I was born. My mother, my grandmothers, my aunts, my uncles, my, well, they're not my uncles, but my sisters, my best friends, and friends such as yourself, some co-workers of mine. I have a really support system there, that we really, I mean, just to see people win, and then being supportive of when they're not doing so well, is just the beauty of sisterhood that I love so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, yeah. I already know this, but I want you to tell the viewers and those who will come back and watch the replay, how do you collaborate with other women?
See, for me, I wake up and I think about how to collaborate, because the passion of mine is to connect people with people, people to ideas, and people to their purpose. And so when I think about my day to day and something comes across my desk, and maybe come across in an email or just a phone call, I'm thinking about, in my list of people that I know, who does that,
I love
right?
it.
So something may come up and say, oh, I need someone who does some marketing, Tanya Cowan. Oh, I need
I love
someone who
it.
do some life coaching. That's Toya Chambers. I need
Yeah,
somebody who does designs and does events. Oh, that's Dominique. Oh,
yeah.
so every time there's something that comes across, and this is daily, I
Hmm.
always go back to of people that I know that actually do those things. And it's just nothing for me. It takes nothing to like someone's post. It takes nothing to share it. We're going to be on social media anyway, right? You're scrolling half of your day, right? What do? You're on there, you're
Exactly.
looking, and you're being nosy. How about you just push the like button and the share button and share somebody's post,
I
right? You
love
never
it.
know how life-changing that could be for somebody.
I love it. Thank you so much for saying that last piece because there are some people that I know that'll say, "Oh, I'm not really on social media like that." But every
Yes,
time I
you
turn
are.
around, you're liking, and I'm like, "Stop saying that." Yes, you are. We all are, and it's okay. This is the world that we live in. No
Right.
one's judging you because you're on social media, right? Just how are you using it? And so, to your point, if you're on there and you see your sister Kia out here and she has her AKA events coming up, right? That she's designed these pieces for. Why aren't we sharing this out there for the world to see? Because someone may be in that area or someone may want her to produce some things from them and their organization in their area. Who knows, right? So just share it. I can say firsthand that I think it's a New Jersey group. I don't know the specific name of it. But every single time someone says they're looking for websites, she always puts out As You Wish. That's my digital marketing company. Always, always, always. And as a matter of fact, I've gotten a couple of clients. Well, I wouldn't even say a couple. I've gotten 3 clients out of that and a lot of consultations, what people are
Yeah.
looking for, what they're looking for. And I appreciate her for that because she puts my name out there and people literally do reach out to me because Kia, and they'll say, it was in this group. Because I always ask, like,
And
how
you
did
don't
you
even live in New
hear
Jersey.
about it? I don't even live in New Jersey.
But the
I'm in North
purpose of the group
Carolina.
is it's a business group. People are looking for
Yes.
services, and so I
Yes.
mean, in this virtual world, you don't have to live in this particular place to get services. So you need
Yeah.
something, Tanya Cowan. You need
Yeah.
something, Toya Chambers. Like
I love
it's a
it.
no brainer for me.
I love it. And we should do the same for you if we're not. I try. If we're
And
not,
you
right?
do, and you
We
do,
really should do
yes.
the same for you. And again, that's that whole collaboration thing. So it all comes full circle, right? So we can get off of this competition wagon for some reason that we've been set up. So, what advice would you give to women who are experiencing any type of competitive, rather it's in a relationship, right? And that's, with them, a significant other, their friends, if it's on the job, if it's a business, how would you, what type of advice or how would you um, give them some information on how they can deal with any type of competitive situations they may be in?
Sure. So I know from me, the first thing that I always do is pray about it because I need to be in the right mind frame
Mhm.
to actually go and try to tackle a situation. And so I
Yeah.
always ask for clarity and discernment because
Yeah.
sometimes it could be us, right? It could be something that we're doing.
Yeah.
And so just getting clarity, praying about it, but also just assessing the situation. Look at your circle. You can tell when there's people who don't genuinely support you.
Uh-huh.
And then you decide for yourself how you want to deal with them. Is it whether they're in your inner day-to-day circle or from afar?
Yeah.
Um, and then just really just think about what does this matter to me and how will it matter for me in the next 5 years, right? And so just really assessing, is this someone I need to keep close to me? Is this someone that's breathing life into me, that's
Mm,
giving me
mm,
life, or is it someone that's dragging and draining the energy out of me, right? And that's
mm.
very different. And those are the types of people, again, you got to keep them at arm's length, but just know that they're there because you just never know what people are going through. And again, it goes back to that giving grace. So not only giving grace to ourselves, but giving grace to people. And I think since the pandemic, I mean, people's world has been upside down. It's really been hard for people, and there's a lot that are people going through. So just giving them the grace. But I will say, if it's not bringing you joy, if it's not bringing you purpose filling activities, you really got to start assessing what that looks like for you and,
Yeah.
and make, act accordingly, right? Figure out what that means for you.
Amen. Absolutely. Absolutely. When you were saying how you pray about it and you assess it, it goes back to something I learned way early on in my
Yes.
career. Like, I don't even know it, way early on in corporate America in particular, because it's so, like, that's a whole other type of conversation to have.
Yes. Yes, it is.
When it comes to the corporate America politics that especially people of color have to deal with, let alone anyone else in that. But anyway, I was taking some stuff personal because I just couldn't help myself. Like, why did it keep
Yeah,
coming
we
down on
always
me, or
do.
this,
Yeah.
all of this stuff? And so someone mentioned to me before, they were like, you know what? Take some time to think about it. And if it's still bothering you, then approach that person. And I do that. I literally apply that now in personal relationships and working relationships because, again, giving people grace. I don't know what they're going through that day.
Right.
Maybe they
Right.
didn't mean to bite my head off, or maybe it didn't come out in quite the way they wanted it to. It wasn't meant for me. They're just in a mood or whatever, right? So let me think on that. Let me go home. If it's still bothering me the next day, one, I've had time to calm down so I can use the words I would like to use, right?
Right.
And
Right.
not the words that's built up in me. And two, if it's not bothering me, then it's okay.
Right.
keep
And I
moving.
think we're taught, I think that's what getting older, like the beauty of that is because, had I taken a situation when I was 18, 20, I would take that very differently now.
Right.
Again, because there's much more at stake. I have a family, I have children, I have a business that I have to think about when we react to stuff. But
Yeah.
it's also just thinking about, how do I want to show up? How do I want to present myself and for people to see me through that situation? Do they want to see me as you know, the angry black woman? But let me tell you, I
Mhm.
can't get there if
Okay.
it's deserving. But
All
what I'm
right.
saying is we have to make sure that we are showing up in a manner
Yeah. Yeah.
that reflects how God would want us to be like, right?
Amen. Not taking us out of our character,
Right,
because I
right.
love what you said, because I can go there. And I think people sometimes take that kindness as a weakness. No, I'm not dumb. Now, I might not have said anything to you, but I just saw you. Trust me, I see you. I'm just choosing not
To
to
go a
follow up
different
on
route,
it.
right.
I'm choosing to move forward,
I'm gonna
right?
choose peace.
I, I choose piece of it because that's priceless. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. So how can we connect with you? How can those that want to get to know more about Kia, or maybe they want to purchase some apparel, or they have their business and they want to get some pieces, how can they get in contact with you?
Absolutely. So, for everyone who's watching and will see the replay, you can contact us at info@alwaysapparel.com if you want more information about some of our services. You can go directly on our website at www.alwaysapparel.com, and that's ALWAZEAPPAREL. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and of course, follow us on Instagram and our newly created channel, TikTok. My
Yeah.
children, yes, we have me on TikTok and I am scared, but you know what? Again, I'm gonna embrace it and we're gonna go ahead and do it. So
Yeah.
yeah, would love to collaborate for those who are out there looking for apparel. If you have a business, even if you're an individual, you want one shirt, that's fine. Our minimum is one. If you need 1,000 shirts, we got you. So need our services, contact us. You can follow me personally on my Facebook page if you're on this connection. Send me an inbox and then we'll collaborate.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. Okay. So look, I'm freezing again. I tell you
Good.
what, me me and these people had to have a conversation. I'm just gonna say, I'm calling them up.
This is a
I'm kind of
situation where you're gonna have to lay down the law. So we just figure it out,
I'm
right?
sick of it. Okay, I'm sick of it. But thank you so much again, Kia, for joining us today. And just to tell a little bit about Design with a Purpose. So Design with a Purpose is a 501c3 nonprofit public charity. We've recently changed it up a bit to where our focus is more so on women empowerment, empowering young ladies in the community, and focusing on our annual event, which always brings about a very powerful topic that I allow God to use me in. I do my best not to make this about me, but to be still and listen to Him and give me direction on what that topic should be, who my speakers and or panelists should be for the year. And I really take it seriously. So this year we're coming up on the 5th anniversary. I'm so excited that it's been 5 years. That Design with a Purpose is a movement. And it'll be in Raleigh, North Carolina this year. I'll be dropping a little
Woo-hoo.
more information about it soon. But I'm looking to have a very nice time. I would love to collaborate with people. This doesn't have to be, oh, this is my organization. I can do this myself. I'm not that person.
Never
If
have
you
been.
have ideas you would like to share with me, if you want to get more involved, please visit www.dwapcfs.org, and that stands for Courage, Faith, and Strength, because we do have courage to face whatever is out there that's trying to stand in our way. God is our faith that we should be using on a daily basis. We seek Him first so that everything else falls in its place. And then that strength that we've just as women been given. I can't even explain it. It's like our superpower or something that we've been given, right? We're just strong through it, which I'm giving you a little bit of a hint. Might be a little bit of a topic this year that we're talking about, that strongness. This year. So hopefully you can come. It's always the third Saturday in October. I don't have the date in front of me, but I want to say that's the 17th.
Sure,
But
I'll
whatever
be
the
there.
third Saturday in October is. So
If
I'm
I can,
hopeful
I'll be
Kieran
there. Yep.
will be there with us. And I'm hopeful those who are joining can come, and we'll see about maybe streaming it out, to make it like for those who can't, like in this North Carolina area and can't travel, or for whatever reason something comes up. So Thank you again, Miss Kia. Thank you for your loyalty to women. Thank you for your genuineness, because that's what it is. You
Oh,
are
thank you.
genuine. And that's what I appreciate about you. That's what I see. For those who don't necessarily know, again, she mentioned Latoya Brown Chambers earlier. So Latoya and I like grew up together. Actually, in our mothers knew each other when they were carrying us, and so we just grew up together. And so Toya is like, just you just gotta love her if you know her. Like you just gotta love Toya. And so we all went to UNC Charlotte, me, Toya, and Kia. I ended up leaving, but Toya and Kia became roommates, right? So I knew Kia through Toya, and then of course became besties. And I tell you, it's like she still supports me. That's what I'm talking about.
Because you
It's
don't have
like
to be my best friend, but even though
I
I think
just
of
love
you
it.
as a sister, that doesn't take
I
anything to
love
support
it.
you.
Yes, I love it. I love it. So this is why we love the beautiful Kia VanWright Ford. She's always genuine. What you see is what you get, which is what I love. And I thank you again for always taking the time to support Design with a Purpose and being here with me today. I'm going to give everyone their time back, but Kia, I want to before we do that, do you have any final things you want to say to everyone who's watching today?
I would just say again, happy Saturday to everyone. Please go out and enjoy your day. Tanya, thank you for having me. You know, I'm only a text, a phone call away for whatever it is that you have going on. Again, if you are on social media, and I'm talking to everybody on the call, like, share, comment, engage with your sisters. Make sure that you know that they're there and that you support them. It goes far beyond the just, the financial piece of buying something from them. That engagement and just sharing the information goes a long way. So again, Tanya, I love you. You are my
Love you too.
sister, and anything that you may need of me, I'm here for you. So thank you for having me here today.
Thank you too. Don't hang up. I'm about to end this video because I
Okay.
want to say something to you after we end. Thank
Okay.
you so much, everyone who came. Enjoy your Saturday, and we'll see
Thank
you
you.
next month.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.